Hello and welcome back to another episode of Pitch Perfect. I'm Ayisha Gulati and I'm joined by Jamie Spangher. We are back inside today because it's a little bit rainy in Zurich, but we will not let that dampen our spirits. It is, of course, the World Cup, sorry, not the World Cup final, the Euros final. Getting ahead of myself there, that's in 2 more years' time. The Euros final, 2 more sleeps to go. We've got England versus Spain. It's all very exciting. We have our quiz, our daily quiz going. Please do scan the QR code or click in the link in the description if you would like to test your Euros knowledge. We also have a poll going. The poll is, who is Spain's best player with Gonthor, Bonmati, Patry, Alexia Putellas or Mariona Caldente? Please do vote and also let us know in the comments if you disagree because we've only put 4 options there, but there's a team full of talent. Talking of, what do you think the biggest threat of this Spain team is to England?
Where do we start when we're talking about Spain? Oh my gosh, they're in form, they're scoring goals. I think we've spoken a little bit about their defensive vulnerabilities, but that goes for both teams. So Spain's attacking threat is just insane, but I think it comes in their midfield. I think all their threat comes in their midfield through the trio of Putellas, Bonmati and Patry. They played together at Barcelona. They had over 100 combined goals and assists in the Liga F season. So that goes to show how connected and strong they are. And then they just translate that across the international stage. So yeah, for me, it's that midfield group. They're so tight. They're so cohesive, so technical. So yeah, if you don't get a handle on one of those players, at least all 3 of them, then there's a bit of a threat there.
Yes, well, someone from the England team who knows the Spain team well is Kira Walsh because she, of course, spent a lot of time at Barcelona. We caught up with Kira yesterday, didn't we? Nice to hear from her.
Lovely to hear from Kira. Always lovely to hear from
Kira. But yes, she knows a lot of those Barcelona players very well. But she also outlined some of the players that England need to look out for. Here's what she had to say.
Have you been in contact with anyone at all from the Spanish camp?
Yeah, I speak to Jana Fernandez quite a lot. We're good friends, and yeah, obviously I've got a few friends from Barcelona as well. But yeah, she was just texting me saying about our last 2 games, and you know, she said that she's happy for us that we're in the final. Obviously, as I said, there's a lot of respect between the 2 teams, and yeah, I think obviously I've got friends, but it's a final and we want to win, and yeah, after the game we'll go back to being friends. But yeah, right now we're rivals. Yeah, I think obviously it took some time to adapt to Chelsea a little bit. I think Sonia wants to play that style of football as well, so obviously that helps me a little bit. But I think that's probably the special thing about this team is that we can play short, and we've also got forwards who are really, really fast and can run in behind. So yeah, I think sometimes teams don't know what to expect. But off the pitch, I would say, obviously, you know, moving to a different country, sometimes it is difficult and you're on your own, and I was used to living 20 minutes away from my family. I've always lived in Manchester, so at times it was difficult. But yeah, I think that's why I've got so many good friends on the Spanish team, because they've always looked after me. And Irene Paredes, she always invited me around for dinner with her family. And, you know, when I wasn't feeling great, I was with Mariona. And yeah, all those girls really, really spent time to take care of me and look after me. So yeah, I've got a lot to say thanks for. But yeah, obviously on Sunday we're rivals and I want to win.
Really nice to hear from Kira there. Really nice of her to say how much those Spain girls took her under their wing. Walsh may know Spain, but of course, a lot of the Spanish players also know Walsh as a result of it. Could that be detrimental?
Yeah, certainly. Like, it goes without saying that I think over the last 12 to 18 months, other nations have begun to figure out if you do knock Kira Walsh out of her position, if you mark her out of the game, England really, really struggled to get the ball moving and get the ball into the final third. So when you look at a team, I remember the Republic of Ireland actually did it in the Nations League and they did it really well. It ended up in just a 2-1 victory for England. And now this Spanish team who know Kira Walsh like the back of their hand, obviously she won the Champions League twice at Barcelona. If you just put some pressure on Kira Walsh, it often feels like England don't know how to move the ball inside the middle third. And then I just mentioned the midfield of Spain, obviously Bonmati, Putellas and Patry. Patry knows how to move the ball under pressure. Kira Walsh is just a different type of player than her. So yeah, there's a certain threat that if Spain managed to put a grasp on Walsh, it really affects England going forward.
And how do you think Sarina Wiegman can work around that if that was to be a problem, if they can figure Kira Walsh out?
Well, she can kind of just learn from the 2023 World Cup final, I think, because in that game, the same thing happened. They really worked well to nullify Walsh. She didn't have her best game, not to her own threat, but just because of the fact that they really, really planned out the technical aspect of just knocking her out the game. So Serena Wiegmann needs to figure out a way to be physical in the midfield without Walsh's passing presence in there. And when Ella Toone started against Spain in the World Cup final, she really struggled to get a grasp on the game. She struggled to find the pockets of space like she usually does. So I don't think Serena Wiegmann will make changes to this starting lineup unless there's an injury, of course. But for me, it would be put someone like Grace Clinton in there who can win the physical battle. Then you free up the ball for Kira Walsh, who can play with her feet. However, that's everything looks better in hindsight. I'm not a manager. There's a reason Serena Wiegmann's in 5 consecutive finals, so we'll see.
Yes, and as always, please do get your comments in. We have a comment from Adam Salter saying, no mention of Esther Gonzalez, the current top scorer in the competition. Very true. We picked those 4 options because they were the 4 individuals that Kira Walsh picked out. So it's nothing against Esther Gonzalez. She is brilliant and doing incredibly well
Yes,
this
certainly.
competition. Walsh named some players who can make an impact. What do you think we can expect from some of those individuals, or maybe even some other individuals, someone like Esther Gonzalez, for example?
Yeah, I don't have to speak about Mateus Bonmati,
Yeah,
Patri and
totally.
Caldente. Everyone knows their threat. They're absolutely incredible. I think Claudia Pina is obviously the one to watch for me in this game. We saw what she did against England in the Nations League recently, away in Spain. She came on as a late substitute, scored 2 goals, really, really rattled the English defence. And I think that was at a time where maybe the English defence was a little bit more headstrong than they are now. I think Euro 2025, they've really been broken down. Their vulnerabilities have been exposed. So Claudia Pina's role is even more vital because she just needs to run at the English defence. She needs to kind of rattle them and dislodge the centre-back pairing of Williamson and whether it be Carter or Morgan. So I think if Claudia Pina's raring, she'll be the one. I also think Anna Batlle has a really good chance to impact this game from fullback because I think she will be playing against someone like Lauren Hemp, Chloe Gelly, Beth Mead, but she has the pace and she has the physicality, so she has to worry about Hemp a little bit less than maybe every other fullback does. So yeah, I'm interested to see what she can do as well.
Yeah, it feels like they have strength everywhere. Where are the holes? But then equally, we have said that they have looked beatable at points.
Yeah.
So I guess where can England take advantage of this Spain team?
I'd say the centre-back partnership. I think Laia Alexandri will come back from her suspension and likely start next to Irina Paredes. And I think there's a lack of pace there. I really do. I think that there is an opportunity for someone like Alessia Russo to hold the ball up and then play it on into the channels. And then England can beat Spain for pace. I really do believe that. I think that they have an opportunity to dislodge that centre-back partnership. So it's funny because you look at the matchup and it's like both teams host so much talent in their attack, but they look vulnerable in the centre of defence. So I definitely think there's a battle there for England to win with the talent that they have.
Definitely. Well, I spoke to some Spain fans outside the stadium the other day, and I asked them about the prospect of facing England. And I think the Spain fans, they're probably better placed than us to say how they feel about facing England. But we've got some footage for you. Here's what they had to say about the prospect of facing England in the final.
You will be in the final against England. How would you think your chances are in that final?
I mean, we beat them last year on the men's, so we'll sure beat them this year.
We hope to repeat it.
Yeah, like we will traumatize them twice in 2 years, so...
I am absolutely confident, yes.
So I'm feeling good because the match yesterday was not very good, and our team is very strong. We have like Alexia Putellas, Bonmati, and England don't have these players. So I think I'm being positive. I think we will win.
Well, I think we have an amazing team, definitely. We just have a very good control, good ball control. I don't know, we're just feeling really confident, that the national sentiment just comes into play. So I think we're going to do great.
Super. I mean, we won England last year with men, so I think we can win them. I'm sorry, but I think we can.
We can do it.
It's okay.
We are super confident.
Spain till the end.
I feel the same, of course, because Spain is the world champion and they're going to be the European champion too.
I mean, we beat them a month and a half ago. I was there. Claudia Pina, thank God, she came in. And obviously we have this, thanks to England too. So I'm quite ready for the game.
No fear, we will beat England.
It would be amazing. It was our dream final.
Dream final, they said there. Wow. Your dream final too?
I mean, for the neutral, it's very exciting. It's very exciting. I just want to point out a comment that we've got from Yvonne. It says, first time catching one of these live, wanted to thank you both and the Haters team for making the women's game and this Euros so accessible and interactive for new fans. That is such a beautiful comment to receive. That's made my day.
That is really lovely.
Thanks,
That is
Yvonne.
exactly why we have been doing this. So thank you, Yvonne. We really appreciate you tuning in and sending that comment. Thank you. Yeah, that does mean a
That
lot.
is so nice, isn't
Really
it?
nice.
Thank you, Yvonne.
Really
Made the
nice.
day. Made the
Yeah.
day.
I feel like it's time for some Tops cards. Should we do
Yeah,
some
go on.
Top stickers. For those of you new to the show, we are trying to complete our Tops sticker book and opening a pack of Top stickers every day on the show. Any ones which we have spares of, we are putting on our online swapping platform. That's gotswaps.club. You can all sign up there and we can all swap in this amazing community. So,
Ready?
you go first.
Okay,
Go on. I went first yesterday, didn't I?
Ready? Let's see. Shall we? Okay, I've got Amber Tiziak from Belgium. We definitely have her, so
Yeah.
that's a swap. Iman Benny from Switzerland. I like this new method where we do the
Backwards, yeah.
Clara Buell special card
Oh,
Germany. I
very
don't
nice.
think we
We
have that
don't,
one.
no.
That is a great pickup, although they are no longer in the tournament. Guro Reiten from Norway.
Nice, nice,
Do we
nice.
have her?
I'm not sure. We do,
I
you
don't
know.
think
I
we
don't think
do.
we
That's
do.
another great
we need
one.
that.
A legend, Katrine Pedersen.
Don't think
from
we have her
Denmark.
either.
This is a very, very
a good
productive
pack.
pack. And then Felipe Angeldal from Sweden. We definitely have Felipe. But again,
Okay.
gotswaps.club.
Gotswaps.club.
That's a really good pack. I feel
Really
like
good pack.
we're adding to the collection. We must be like making real headwind now on this.
Yeah,
on
we
this
are.
sticker book.
We're more than 70% there, I think.
Wow, that is very impressive.
So we've got Gudni Arnadottir from Iceland. Then
Go on.
Agnese Bonfantini from Italy. I don't think we
Nice.
have her.
Don't think we do either.
Joanna Marchal from Portugal.
Okay,
Joanna
okay.
Marchal. Esme Brutes from Netherlands. I think we might
I think we have
her.
Esme Brutes.
Frederique Thorgerson from Denmark.
Okay, last one.
Last one. Oh, it's a good one. Selma Bacha from France.
Oh,
Bit
that's
of
a
legend
very good card. Little special,
Bit of a
special,
shiny one.
two special
I
shinies
think
today.
that's what happens when we open them backwards. You end up finishing with the best one.
Yeah, right.
I think that's where we've been going
Right.
wrong.
Okay, well, we've got the method. We've got 3 more shows to,
Yeah.
to sort out the method. I'm glad we figured it out on day 20, whatever we're up to.
Whatever we are on.
It's very
exactly,
good.
Exactly. But what do you make of those Spain fans being so confident?
I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
Can I be honest? I'm not surprised. I think when you've got the talent that they do, they're going to be confident. It's very funny, actually. I was at the Women's Champions League final when Arsenal played Barcelona, and I was there as a fan. And the morning of, we saw some Barcelona fans, and they were lovely. Honestly, the Barcelona fans were incredible, sharing sunscreen. They were giving us tips in the sun, but they were saying, "Oh, are you excited for the game?" We were like, "Yeah, what do you think's going to happen?" And they kind of scoffed and they said, "There's only one outcome." And we know how that turned out. So I think there's a bit of confidence instilled in the Spanish team, whether it's for club or for country, and you can understand why. But it's 90 minutes of football in a European final. Anything can happen. And I think if anyone's going to beat them, England have showed this year that they can both win and lose to them. So it's going to be a great fixture.
It's very true. Anything can happen. Let's see what ends up happening. Well, we spoke to Kira Walsh yesterday. We heard from her. The full video of that can be found on the Haters TV YouTube channel. So please do go and check that out. But I asked her what she does to decompress because we'd heard from Serena Wiegman, that funny clip that's gone very viral where she just came off the pitch and said, "I need to decompress." We asked Ella Toon how she was going to be chilling out after that crazy game. She said she was going to be watching a bit of Love Island.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I posed the same question to Kira Walsh, and here's what she had to say.
I am going to mention Jill Scott again, to be fair. I think, she gets on the bus after the game. She makes me a cup of tea. She sits with us at post-match. And I think she just brings, like, normal conversation. I think that's the most important thing after a game like that, is that obviously you need to, decompress and think about it. But she just brings a normal conversation, not football. We don't have to think about what's just gone on too much. And, I think I go out with her for dinner every match day +1 when we've got 3 off. So she's definitely the person that I've been leaning on, it's fair to say.
Yes, nice to hear from Kira Walsh there about the role Jill Scott still plays in camp. Are you surprised that Jill Scott is still so instrumental?
No, I'm not surprised. She's like the glue. I feel like if you want a best friend, you want it to be Jill Scott. She's actually just the biggest hype woman. So lovely. She has such a contagious energy. I'm so not surprised. But I did want to know, how is she making cups of tea on the bus home from the
I
game?
also was thinking that.
Do they have a portable
do they have a
kettle?
kettle?
I'm very confused by that.
Or is she making the tea and then bringing
And
the tea
bringing
on?
it, but then how do you bring like 23 teas onto
Maybe
the,
she's just doing it
just
for
for Kira?
Kira.
Special treatment?
Sounds like they're very close.
Yeah, I just think making tea on a bus. It's
I thought
anyone
the
that has
exact
an
same.
idea.
Who's
yeah.
making tea on the? How are you making the tea on the bus?
I want to know. And what kind of tea? Are we having it from Switzerland? Are they bringing Yorkshire tea from England? Like, Jill, give us the answers.
So true. I wish I'd done a follow up to Kira there. How is Jill making the tea on the bus?
And how do you take your tea, Kira? Anyway,
How do you
moving
take
on.
your tea?
Just the bag, milk, little mix, squeeze.
Yeah, how much
Bob's
milk?
your
How
uncle,
much milk
tiny
would you-
bit.
Yeah, same.
Really, like I like it really strong.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, let us know. How do you take your tea? The important questions, as always.
The important questions on Haters TV.
But Jamie, how do you decompress? We heard how Kira decompresses. We've heard how Ella Toon decompresses.
I don't think I could decompress with Jill Scott. I just said I love her, but she's very high energy. Like if I just played 120 minutes football, I'd be saying, Jill, babe, go make someone else tea. Like I need my own time. To be fair, I'm like a decompress in the morning kind of gal. I love a walk and just like a really good coffee.
Yeah.
Like my bank account hates how much money I spend on coffee, but just a coffee, I sit down at a really quiet cafe and just some like peace. I would say I decompress in the morning and I like to like be productive during the day. What about you?
Very nice. My decompression is more evening based. I actually, ironically, often watch football to decompress, sitting on the sofa, just chilling, watching football. However, this tournament, that's not really my decompression. My decompression here has been similar. Walking around, exploring the city, just taking it all in, getting the fresh air. The weather has really turned here, though, which I'm a bit sad about because it's been quite nice while we've been here. I guess we can't complain. It's been pretty good since we got here. So
I guess though we had a list of things we want to do. We've almost ticked off everything, but it is a bit annoying because when we're not even on a holiday, but you want to cram in the last few days, and it's raining, it's grey. Switzerland's been amazing though, like you said. We can't complain.
Switzerland has been absolutely fabulous. Well, back to the England versus Spain battle because it's what's on everyone's mind. It's going to be a good game. Who do you think are the key matchups? We've mentioned some of the star players for Spain. We obviously know some of the England players who have impressed. Who needs to do what in that game?
Who needs to do what? Oh, wow. I think both teams actually, I know it sounds silly because everyone's walking into this final thinking Spain are the favourites, and I do think they are the favourites. I think if you're going to make a rational prediction, but England at the top of their game can beat anyone, as can Spain. I think really the battles that I'm watching is going to be whoever's on that left back position for England. I think that's going to be a really detrimental space because Mariona Caldente has been playing on the right wing and she's not had a great tournament. She's actually been in quite poor form for what we have seen of her in the last few years, especially at Arsenal in the last season. So off the right wing, I just don't think she has the pace that she has. That's why Renee Slager's prefers player in the midfield. So we talk about this England left back, what's going on, because Alice Greenwood wasn't great against Italy. She did really have a hard job against Sofia Cantore. So I think that's going to be a battle to watch because both can win it. It's not really necessarily a vulnerability. And then I want to switch to the other flank, but for the offensive side, I think Lauren Hemp versus Anna Batlle is going to be a really, really exciting battle. We've seen it in the WSL when Batlle used to be at Man United in the Manchester derbies, but that's pace and physicality, but also a lot of technical prowess. So I'm paying a lot of attention to the channels.
Yeah, really, really interesting. I really hope we've spoken a lot about how good Lauren Hemp is. I feel like she's not had her best tournament. It's probably fair to say, but I just think she's just always got that in her. We know how good she can be. The actual potential of those crosses she can provide when she's on it, she's really on it. So yeah, that is going to be really, really juicy, and I look forward to it. And hope Lauren Hemp comes out at the top of that battle.
Go on, Hempo. Come on. We believe in you.
We always believe in you, Hemp. Nice. Well, that just about brings us to the end of today's show. Fairly brief, but important to keep things going and keep talking about the England versus Spain.
Exactly. We want to be here every morning. There's not long left.
Not long left.
But
3 more shows to go, so you don't want to be missing them. We'll be continuing our preview of this epic European final where England are looking to retain their crown and Spain are looking to dislodge England. It's going to be a good one on Sunday. You do not want to miss it. And you also don't want to miss tomorrow's show, which will be at the same time, 9 a.m. UK time. Do not miss it. We will see you there. We'll be bringing you lots more content because we have more England media this afternoon. So we'll be bringing you all of that. You can catch it on Haters TV YouTube channel straight after it happens. And we'll be bringing you the best of it tomorrow morning. So we shall see you there tomorrow, 9 a.m. Sorry, I said 10 a.m. because it's 10 a.m. for us.
10 a.m. for us.
9 a.m. UK time for more Pitch Perfect Live. Thank you so much for watching and we'll see you there.